Why consider a trust in your estate plan in Oklahoma? Hi, I'm attorney Todd Willhoite. I've been practicing in law in Oklahoma since 1991, and today we're going to talk about a few little things to think about when you're considering your estate plan. One of those tools is a trust. A trust can accomplish things that you can't get done through a typical will. It allows you to manage your property during your lifetime, and when you become disabled or pass away, it allows you to have some control over what happens to the assets that you put in the trust. You can typically think of a trust as like a legal box, and whatever property you put into that legal box is going to be managed by the rules that you set up. A lot of times people will have themselves as the initial trustees, so during their lifetime they manage the property the way they want to, and then whenever they pass away they may have it where that property is distributed outright to their children or loved ones without having to go through the process of probate. That can avoid a lot of time and delay and the expense of probate. Sometimes people want to set it up where it doesn't get distributed immediately to the children, but maybe if they've got minor children, they want it set aside to provide for their support and education until they reach a certain age, and then if there's any left over in the trust, then it can be distributed to the children at that point in time. Another advantage of a trust is you can have it set up where even if you've got adult children, maybe you have them get a portion of it initially, maybe a third or something like that. And then after a few years, maybe they get another third of the trust, and then after a few more years, they get the rest of it distributed to them. Or you can have a trust where the property will be held for grandchildren so that it can provide for extra benefits for them in either support or college, things of that nature. There's a lot of ways of setting up a trust, and it's pretty much just limited by your imagination and how you want to get things accomplished. Other scenarios where a trust can be a benefit is, for instance, if you've got a child that maybe has a drug or alcohol abuse problem and you don't want them to receive all that money outright, you can have it where someone else makes the decisions, maybe pays the rent, pays for different things such as going to rehab, or just providing them enough support so that they can live on that, but they don't endanger themselves by getting too much money where they might buy too much alcohol or booze or drugs or whatever. Anyway, a trust can allow for a lot of different options, and so it's always good to visit with your own attorney as far as what your goals are and how best to accomplish them. But a trust is an estate planning tool that can be helpful. It avoids probate. For most people, unless you're very wealthy, it won't avoid any extra taxes, but it does allow for the quick transfer of property and the flexibility to do more things than you could accomplish through any other estate planning tools. If you have more questions or want to contact us, you can contact us on our website. We'd be glad to visit with you about it in more detail.